Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 294. The title of today's lesson is The Difference Between Agree With and Agree To. Okay, let's look at the note here. If you think the same or similar way, you agree with somebody or something. You don't just agree someone. All right, so there's two ways where students might make a mistake. Sometimes students will just say they agree somebody when they should be saying they agree with somebody or something. Or sometimes students might use agree to when they should be using agree with. All right, so let's take a look at the examples here. Example number one, or the first example, with the X here, this is wrong. I agree that politicians' stance on this issue. Remember, his stance, that's his opinion. If we say somebody's stance on something. So you can't just say, I agree that politicians' stance. You have to say, I agree with. So you don't just agree somebody directly. You always agree with somebody or with something. Okay. All right, here's the second example where somebody is actually using agree to when they should be using agree with. All right, here you say, I mostly agree to what he said. No, you agree with what he said. Means you think a similar way as he does. Okay, let's look at the next note here, which tells you actually why you should not be saying agree to. If you agree to something, it means you are willing to accept or allow it. So if you say, I agree to what he says, does that mean that you are like allowing what he says? No. Or you're accepting what he says? No, it means that you think a similar way. So you should say you agree with what he said. Okay, let's continue with more examples. Again, with the X, this is wrong. If somebody says, I agree with the conditions of that contract. No, you can't agree with conditions. Conditions, you can't think the similar way as a contract. You can't think like conditions. You agree to them. You are willing to accept them. You are willing to allow them. So you agree to the conditions of that contract. So of course with the check, that's correct. You agree to the conditions. Okay, and the last example here, I agree with his compromise. No, again, the compromise itself does not think, so you can't think in a similar way as the compromise. But you could agree to his compromise. So it means that, again, you accept his compromise or you allow his compromise. Okay, good. I hope it's clear. I hope you got it. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.